Can you imagine eating 1 pound of greens every day for 7 straight days? No? Okay, that's fine, because I did it, and I'm going to tell you all about it. So grab your popcorn and let's get into it. Hello, hello, and welcome to my childhood bedroom. It feels quite intimate, if I'm being honest. Hi, everyone. I'm Jazzy. So what did I eat for the duration of the 7 days? Dark leafy greens, berries, spices, which included turmeric, black pepper, cloves, and rosemary, as well as flax seeds. And I could eat as much fruit as I wanted. And I could also have sweet potatoes and steel cut oats. So that's everything that I ate, okay? For 7 days. For 7 straight days. That's what I ate, okay? It's traumatic. No, it's not actually traumatic. Sorry. Hi everyone, this is just a disclaimer to say that I am not a doctor. I am not offering any medical advice. All I'm doing is just sharing my own experience of eating the way I did for 7 straight days. If you watch this video and you're inspired, make sure you talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian about whether these foods are right for you. Let's get back into it. What exactly is a detox? It's basically the removal of toxic substances from our bodies. Our bodies naturally detox themselves every single day. That's why we have a liver and kidneys. Whether you're eating a cheesy slice of pizza or a celery juice, your body is still going to detoxify itself. So that's why I don't like using the word detox. I started calling it a detox because when I did this 3 years ago with my doctor, he called it a detox and I just took that word. To be more accurate and intentional, I'm going to be calling this a reset for the remainder of this video. Detox might slip into there and I apologize in advance, but I want to be as transparent as possible. Why did I do this reset? To answer this question, we have to go back in time a little bit. I had a happy childhood. I had really loving parents, 2 siblings. I played a lot of sports. I was really happy. But I remember experiencing joint pain as early as 7 years old. And this persisted. And my parents took me from doctor to doctor. Every doctor said,
"Oh, it's just growing pains. She's just growing really fast."
Finally, when I was 14 years old, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. At 17 years old, I went on a medication that suppresses the immune system and stops all of the joint pain and inflammation. It's wonderful in that sense. But on the other hand, other symptoms came up. Fast forward to my 20s, and I started experiencing chronic fatigue, really low moods, and these really awful dizzy spells that made me feel like I was almost rocking on a boat. It was so uncomfortable. And of course, if I wasn't taking my medication, I would get flare-ups, led to really painful joints. So fast forward now to 2019. I went to go see a doctor who practices lifestyle medicine. And the first protocol with this doctor was this reset, but for 30 days. And I did it, and so many of my symptoms went away. I felt the best that I've ever felt in my life. I still had to take my medication, but I was taking it like once a month or every 6 weeks. It was crazy. Since then, I maintained a vegan diet. Up until about 9 to 10 months ago, I started eating eggs again and goat cheese. In addition, I started eating a lot of sugar. I started eating a lot more ultra processed foods, and a lot of my symptoms returned. Okay, enough of the why. Let's get into day one. Day one started with a meditation, which is pretty typical for me, whether it's a reset day or not. Then I did my morning routine and made my way to my parents' kitchen. I began prepping my greens and my dressing. This salad is the bulk of what I ate for the duration of the reset. Preparing the greens is not rocket science. For the dressing though, it's not rocket science, but what I will say is I either blended the berries with the spices and the flax seeds, or I mashed it all together with a fork and then poured it over my greens. So the black pepper is really important because it helps with the absorption of the beneficial properties of the turmeric. And then with the flax seeds, it's important that they're ground up and also that you're eating them with the greens because they help with absorbing the phytonutrients inside the greens. Okay, back to the scheduled programming. Later on in day one, me and my mom drove to my sister's because we were going to help take care of my nephew, who I was so excited to see. I was just feeling really tired on this first day, and I think because of jet lag, because I had just flown from Germany a few days before, but it could have just also been my body not used to eating these foods. And of course, I was eating significantly less calories because it is a lot of greens, which is a low-calorie food. So I think my body was just kind of like, I'm tired. That's it. By the way, when I went to my sister's, I brought all of my ingredients with me, so it was really convenient. I didn't have to go to the grocery store at any point. So when they were all eating yummy Italian food, I was there with my greens. I'm just like, Yeah. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that. It's day 2. I'm at my sister's. I'm eating my first meal of the day. And if I'm being completely honest, it's the last thing that I want to be eating right now. I'm really craving like a nice big hearty breakfast, like a big bowl of tofu scramble and avocado toast. But that's not my reality. This is my reality. So now I'm gonna dig into it, hopefully eat it quickly, because the quicker I eat it, the quicker it's over with. And I think I'm gonna already prepare sweet potato. Sweet potato already on day 2 has become like a treat for me, which sounds ridiculous. Yeah, hopefully by tomorrow or even by the end of today, I'm getting a little bit more used to this. Day 2 was a challenge. At least with day 1, there was like excitement. Day 2 was a little bit darker. I truly felt like an animal, like a cow or a rabbit munching on grass. See what I mean? The phytonutrients are obviously... Who's that? Guest appearance from my nephew. I love him. So sweet, so pure. Anyway, what was noteworthy about day 2? Well, I felt a little bit more energized compared to the day before, and I had the best time going to the park with my mom and my nephew, and that's pretty much it. Nothing else to report on. Let's move on to day 3, shall we? Day 3. I still feel like a rabbit. 4 ounces of greens, 3 ounces of berries. We woke up, we put my nephew on the bus, and then me and my mom immediately left to go back to New Jersey. Oh, and day 3 was the first day that I ate steel-cut oats. And let me tell you, they tasted like a bowl of vanilla ice cream. I added some banana, I mixed it up with the steel-cut oats. The banana cooked a little bit. I shared a little update on how I was feeling at this point, so I'm gonna insert that right here. I'm at the grocery store because I ran out of greens and I ran out of berries, so I'm gonna go get more. I don't know why, it's just been hard for me to reflect. I'm feeling good, like I feel clear in the head and I don't have any joint pain right now. I don't feel like tired in the same way that I was feeling tired before, so that's a plus. Like I'm not experiencing any afternoon like crashes or just extreme fatigue, which was what I was experiencing before. That's it for now. If you reached this far into the video, I just want to say I'm sorry that there is not more vlog footage. There was something inside of me that was holding me back from being reflective and vulnerable. I think it was the fact that major conflict had just started to erupt and that these are my final days in my childhood home. Not that those two are equal by any means, that's not what I'm saying, but like that plus the detox reset, there was like a block in me. So I just wanted to say sorry and thank you for watching and continue to watch because there's more footage ahead. Okay, back to it. The highlight of day 3 was that one of my best friends, Sarah, visited me, drove to the park. We went on a nice walk and we just caught up. And it was so wholesome. I felt so afterwards. Like, you know, when you just meet up with a good friend and you guys catch up and you leave just feeling like, yes, it was really sweet. Day 4. Day 4 of eating like a boss. It's all about perspective. If I tell myself I'm eating like a rabbit, I'm gonna feel like a rabbit. If I tell myself I'm eating like a boss, I'm gonna feel like a boss. More than halfway through at this point, hence the positive attitude. That, and also on this day, I treated myself with some pampering. So I just got a facial because why not treat myself while I'm making myself suffer? No, I'm not suffering. Actually, I woke up this morning and I feel amazing. I feel like super energetic, clear in the head, don't have any joint pain still. But yeah, that's an update for now. At this point of the detox, halfway through day 4, I had this realization that I feel really compelled to share. Taking away my ability to choose my meal, taking away flavor, taking away the anticipation of knowing that lunch is right around the corner, taking all of these little dopamine spikes away, really forced myself to sit with my discomfort. It also forced me to find joy in the mundane, whether it was chopping up my purple sweet potato and honestly being so amazed at how beautiful they are, or simply just going on a walk in nature. Like, kind of felt like I was like a little stoned sometimes, even though I was just eating the foods. Like, it was a bit weird, but like also I'm like, okay, this is fantastic. I just felt so here. You know, it wasn't like here, it wasn't like here. Like, one more learning about day 4, less existential and more just kind of cool. Take a look. This is what happens when you blend flax seeds with berries and probably a lot of other things. It turns into like a gel and then binds everything that you've blended it with, which is kind of cool, but a little bit disgusting. Kind of looks like dog food. But I promise it's not. Okay, day 5. It's day 5 of the detox, and I'm feeling pretty good. And to be honest, it hasn't been that bad. Of course, there have been moments where I have had intense cravings for other foods, but I just pushed through them and reminded myself why I'm doing this, for my body to feel better, for my health and well-being. And I don't think about it too long, and I just take the next moment and I'm fine. I come out of it. So there's that. I will say, like, going on social media and seeing videos, pictures of food, I get really food jealous. So I need to stop doing that. But sometimes it's hard to escape because like all my content is centered around food. So that's difficult, but Sunday can't come soon enough. I'm nearing the end at this point. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm going to spare you the greens content, and here's what I got. Walk time with Dad. Say hi, we're going on a walk.
Hey, going on a walk.
So we're on our walk and we've come across the littlefreelibrary.org where you take a book and share a book. How sweet is that? That was such a lovely walk with my dad, but I have to say I'm a little bit sad too, because this could be one of my last walks in this park that I grew up coming to, which is so crazy to think. Like, I have so many memories here. My old middle school is like literally right across the street actually. But I'm trying to remain positive, be happy for all of those memories, like be glad and be appreciative that I've had those memories, and just move on and accept the next chapter. So that's it. The hardest part about the detox is actually eating the greens. I think it would be easier if I wasn't eating anything at all, because it's like the same taste in my mouth over and over again.
What if you did a water fast?
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking of doing. Do I see a water fast in my future? Maybe. Let's see. I don't know. So day 5 came to an end, and honestly, it was a wholesome day. I think because of that walk in the park with my dad, a walk in the park with your parents can make your day so wholesome. Just remember that. Remember that next time you go to spend time with your parents. All right, here's what I got for day 6. 2 more days to go because it's the morning of day 6. And I think I'm feeling the worst out of all of the days so far. I woke up with some pain in my knee and my heel and just really low energy, and I just can't wait for this to be over because it feels like I'm depriving myself of yummy foods that I want to eat to help my body, and it feels like my body is retaliating against me, even though I'm trying to help it. And it's really frustrating because I feel like I'm just in this constant fight with my body. And I'm like standing there saying, here's help. Here's your lifesaver. And my body is like swiping away and not accepting it. New fruit today that I'm eating, persimmon, delicious. They kind of look like orange tomatoes. That's it, cut up. Yeah, just feeling low energy. Today I feel a lot better, but it's really frustrating. But I know that I just need to be consistent, and I know where I got to before. I just need to put in the work and remember that as I move forward. Anywho, let's see how I felt later in the day. I can do this. I can get through this. I have this trick when I'm feeling really overwhelmed. I tell myself that there's someone in front of me and they're telling me the only job that you have at this moment in time is to breathe. That's the only job. That's the only task that I'm giving you. You don't have to worry about anything else. All you have to worry about is breathing in and breathing out. It works so well. It's so simple. It's so stupid in a way. It's been a game changer for me. Whether I'm like frustrated, really sad, super stressed, like whatever it is, it always works. Thank you, past Jasmine, for that little nugget of wisdom. Something that I failed to film on day 6 was the reunion of my immediate family, minus my husband, who I miss so much and I wish he was here. Me and my siblings and their partners, we all went to go see Fred again in Forest Hills, and it was absolutely incredible. He's a musical genius. I think this is a really good learning regarding how many things can be true in a single day. You can shed tears one day, and in that same day, feel the euphoria of this incredible artist, the music that he produces, and the energy that cultivates. And that's all I gotta say. I just love my siblings so much and their partners. I just love my family so much and my parents. Everyone. I just love everyone. No, I really miss my husband. If he's watching this, hey, yeah, see you later. I made it to day 7. Can you believe it? I did. We're still here. I know. It's day 7. Ironically enough, I've woken up with the most amount of joint pain since I started the detox, but I'm not really surprised because I haven't taken my medication in a while. I'm not letting it get to me because I know that I'm treating my body well. I remember how good I felt at the end of the last detox, and I'm just reminding myself that. And I know the longer I maintain eating whole food plant-based and taking care of myself, meditating, exercising, managing stress, the less inflammation I'll experience in my body. In terms of everything else, I feel really good. Like my mood is good, but also I don't know if it's because today's my last day and tomorrow I know that I get to eat like a real meal. But regardless, happy last day. I'm proud of myself and I'm excited to continue the journey of healing. That concludes all 7 days. Now let's go through the before and after, the learnings, all of that fun stuff, shall we? Before I started this reset, I was feeling unwell. I had chronic fatigue, dizzy spells, I was taking my medication a lot more often, I got cystic acne, and I just felt, for lack of a better word, poopy. After I'm eating a whole food plant-based diet, I don't have any more chronic fatigue. I haven't experienced any dizzy spells, but I do still have joint pain and inflammation. And while my skin is healing, it's not as completely healed as I thought it would be. I remind myself on a journey to healing, to recovering, feeling better. I kid you not, my mic died right at this moment. I think the universe was trying to tell me something. I heard it loud and clear. Thank you, universe. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching and listening. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video, which comes out in 2 weeks, by the way. So what I eat in a day, whole food plant-based. Don't miss it. Don't forget to subscribe. Mwah.